Hello and welcome to all of you on my education channel KB Study Zone. Today we have selected one of the most famous poets of English literature, Edmund Spenser. We have so far studied Age of Chaucer, and after Chaucer there were some transitional poets, and after then we got a new poet in English literature who is credited to contribute English language as language of poetry. Edmund Spenser was the man who made English parallel to Italian and French language. He was born in 1552 and died in 1599. In 16th century, we see that there was an epoch-making event in English literature. His Fairy King, that is the most important poem of Edmund Spenser, became remarkable in that period, and even today most of English literature lovers, they study his Fairy Queen with keen interest. So far as Edmund Spenser is concerned, he was born in 1552. He got his formal education, his early education at Merchant Taylor's School, and from Merchant Taylor's School he migrated to Cambridge University. That was center of higher education in that period. In Cambridge University he made few great friends like Gabriel Harvey. Gabriel Harvey became his first and close friend, who was a humanist and Puritan. After getting his formal education, he was deputed as a civil servant in Ireland, and in 1580 he started his job in Ireland until his death 1599. He did his job as civil servant in Ireland. He had sound knowledge about the condition of Ireland. Let us start Edmund Spenser's poetry. It is not easy to conclude his poetry that is in bulk in single lecture. We will try to conclude it in 3 lectures. Today we have selected his first major poem, that is Shepherd's Calendar. This poem was written in 1579 and it marked Spenser's formal entry as the new poet. As I have told you before that he is credited as the new poet. So his first poem that was published in 1579, titled Shepherd's Calendar, it marked Spenser's formal entry as the new poet. The poem is in 12 eclogues. First of all, let us understand what is eclogue. Eclogue is in the form of pastoral dialogue, and the term originated from Greek word goat herd. As the name suggests, you can think that pastoral dialogue is a dialogue that is in natural setting. Some shepherds talk with their fellow shepherd and they tell their story. The poem is divided into 12 eclogues on the name of each and every name of the year. First, there is introduction and commentary by E.K. Probably E.K. was Edward Kirk, who was a friend of Edmund Spenser. Edward Kirk introduced and he made commentary on this poem, and he addressed his commentary to Spenser's friend, as I have told you earlier, Gabriel Harvey, who was a scholar, who was a close friend of Edmund Spenser. Let us start the first eclogue. First eclogue is January eclogue, and this is about the shepherd Colin Cloud. Colin Cloud is Spenser himself, and he is complaining of his unrequited love for Rosalind. Rosalind is his beloved, and the poet, in the personality of a shepherd Colin Cloud, complains of his unrequited love for Rosalind. This eclogue, January eclogue, is in 6 lines stanza. The second eclogue is February eclogue, and it tells the story of the oak and the briar. There is dialogue between the oak and the briar, two shepherds. The February eclogue tells the story of the oak and the briar. March eclogue gives the dialogue of two shepherds. Willie is a shepherd who talks to Cupid, who is god of love. So, there is an important character, Willie, in March eclogue. In April eclogue, there is a song in the praise of Queen Elizabeth. We all know that Edmund Spenser wrote most of his poems during the reign of Queen Elizabeth. So, in April eclogue, there is a formal song that is devoted in the praise of Elizabeth. May eclogue is religious in nature. It attacks idle, deceitful, and worldly high church clergy. In that period, there were some abuses in high church. So, this May eclogue is committed to denounce the idleness, the deceitfulness, and the worldliness that were present in high church at that time. And so far, eclogues, 12 eclogues of Shepherd's calendar is concerned, the most important eclogue is called October eclogue. October eclogue is the most important eclogue of the Shepherd's calendar, and it presents the high Renaissance ideal poetry. What should be ideal and perfect poetry, and what should be high Renaissance characteristics of ideal poetry. The poet discusses all these things. In his October eclogue, there is Kadi that is set out the perfect pattern of a poet. Kadi is representative of perfect pattern of poet. He is Edward Spenser philosophy is New Platonic philosophy. He was humanist. He believed in Puritan ideas and views, and his philosophy was New Platonic philosophy. So, today we have discussed Edmund Spenser. In our first video on Edmund Spenser, about his first poem, that is the Shepherd's Calendar, that is in 12 eclogues, and we try to discuss not all but important eclogues containing in this great poem. One thing more is important so far as stanza pattern is concerned. Spenser used 13 different verse forms in this poem. 13 different verse forms in this poem are used by Edmund Spenser. Two of them are quite new for English, and it is remarkable that 5 stanza forms are invented by Spenser own. So 2 of them are new, 5 Spenser's own invention. In the next video, we shall study about his other great poem. We will try to conclude Edmund Spenser in 3 videos. It was the part first. In part second and third, we shall study the remaining parts of Edmund Spenser and his essays. Thanks for watching. सब्सक्राइब करना न भूलें, क्योंकि आप सब्सक्राइब करते हैं तो मेरा भी मनोबल बढ़ता है। आप तक किसी तरह वीडियो में लाने का प्रयास करूंगा। धन्यवाद। थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग।